डियर स्टूडेंट, वेलकम टू द मैथ्स एकेडमी। तो आज के लेक्चर में हम देखने वाले हैं, तीन लेक्चर देखेंगे हम। लेक्चर नंबर 37, 38 एंड 39। So basically we are going to study what is information extraction and training data leakage. The next one is the misuse and abuse of the generative AI system. The next one is the adversarial training and mitigation. So starting from information extraction and training data leakage in adversarial machine learning. So basically the short form of adversarial machine learning is AML. Sometimes people are also going to say advanced machine learning as AML as well. So don't get confused in that. So the first thing which we have to consider is the key attack vectors. Key attack. So training data extraction. So in the training data extraction, there is some kind of exploitation of the model memorization to reveal the sensitive training samples. The next one is the MIA. Basically, it is the membership inference attack, where it is going to be checked whether that very particular uh, data point is used for the training of the model or not. That very particular data point is member of the model or not. Okay. The next one is the model inversion attack, where there is a kind of reconstruction of the representative features or specific training example is there. ठीक। उसके बाद नेक्स्ट है हमारे पास मॉडल एक्सट्रैक्शन और स्टीलिंग. So there is some kind of target, then the model, then some kind of substitute model. और substitute model बोले या surrogate model बोले या फिर artificial model बोले, बात एक ही है. So in the model extraction or the stealing phase, what is going to happen? There is replica is being made by using the logic of the model, by the continuous querying. And so if there are a lot of querying are being involved, you know that this kind of attack is known as a black box attack. Okay. The next thing which we have to see, that what are the causes, root causes of the leakage. So the first one is the unintended memorization. So models retrain rare training inputs and not just generalization. So basically there is kind of overfitting. So excessive fit are created, which are showing a noticeable behavioral differences on a known versus unknown data. The next problem is the over parameterization. So large models have vast capacity, so because of that they can preserve extensive details from the data. Now and when we are going to see what is the mitigations and defenses. So the first one is the DP is the differential privacy. So where there is a kind of noise is being mixed, which is known as silent noise, and because of that the injecting mathematical noise to bound information leakage has been performed. The next one is the input and output sanitization, where in the secret data there is some kind of scrubbing sensitive content from the data sets are being used in order to generate it. The next one is the adversarial training example, which includes the privacy probing examples during the training. There are some API constraints also involved over there, where it is going to limit the rate at which the query is being done. So the next one is the which we have to see, which is also a lecture in itself, is misuse and abuse of generative AI system. So the first one, if we are going to talk about it, is offensive misuse. So basically, generative AI as an attack vector, exploiting generative AI tools are there. So synthesis of the adversarial perturbations are being involved over here. Synthesis of adversarial perturbations are there. ओके, perturbation क्या होता है? इंटेंशनली मिक्सिंग ऑफ नॉइज होती है. ठीक है. सो बेसिकली मान लो जैसे यहाँ पे एक स्टॉप सिंबल है. ठीक है, यहाँ पे हमने यहाँ पे नॉइज मिक्स किया. ठीक है, तो इट इज़ गोइंग टू क्रिएट एन इनविजिबल नॉइज in order to trick the image classifier. The next one is the hyper realistic deepfakes for the identity bypass. ठीक है, तो मान लो जैसे कि एक कोई पर्सन है उसका डीप फेक के थ्रू हमने बायोमेट्रिक जनरेट कर दिया, ठीक। द नेक्स्ट वन इज द पॉलीमॉर्फिक मालवेयर जनरेशन, जहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, देयर इज इवॉल्विंग ऑफ मैलिशियस कोड सिग्नेचर्स टू एवेड ईडीआर सिस्टम्स। और जो स्ट्रक्चरल एब्यूज़ है ये होते ही हमारी अटैकिंग जनरेटिव एआई पाइपलाइंस, तो एआई पाइपलाइंस को अटैक करने के लिए होता है। तो बेसिकली यहाँ पे जो भी आर्टिफैक्ट्स आएंगे वो कैसे आएंगे, पॉइजनिंग आर्टिफैक्ट्स आर देयर so that it can attack the generative AI pipelines। तो ये क्या करेगा, इट इज़ गोइंग टू हैम्पर द लॉजिक मॉडल लॉजिक एक्सप्लॉयटेशन। ओके, तो जो भी मॉडल का लॉजिक था उसको एक्सप्लॉइट करने के लिए होता है स्ट्रक्चरल एब्यूज। देन वी हैव द adversarial training and mitigation. So first one is adversarial training loop. So some kind of loop is over there, जहाँ पे अगर हम स्टार्ट अगर हम करें कहीं से, तो अटैकर इज गोइंग टू जनरेट malicious input, then deceptive data is being created, then there's a calculation of loss and identification of errors, then update in the model is there, then reduction of the errors are there, okay। So this kind of loop is being created in the adversarial training loop। when we are going to talk about the multi-layer mitigation strategies, तो यहाँ पे सबसे पहले क्या होगा, इनपुट प्योरिफिकेशन होगा। वो कैसे हो सकता है, वो हो सकता है बाय द डेटा सैनिटाइजेशन, so cleaning the data before processing, denoising, filtering the noise, compression, such kind of things are being performed in the input purification stage। The next stage is the advanced loss function। So advanced loss functions here are the balance accuracy versus robustness, so there is some kind of balance is being made between accuracy versus the robustness, okay। Why it is being done, in order to prevent the small input changes from causing a large output shift। जो small input के changes हैं जो large output shift को के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल हो जा रहे हैं, उसको डील करने के लिए है एडवांस लॉस फंक्शन। द नेक्स्ट वन इज द आर्किटेक्चरल डिफेंसेस। So basically it is used to for the multiple models or the layers in order to verify decisions through cross checking or random elements। And the last one in it is bias mitigation and fairness। So it is going to ensure objective AI, objective AI। So there is a kind of training of the internal classifiers in order to detect and remove protected attributes। प्रोटेक्टेड एट्रीब्यूट जैसे कि मान लिए कोई लोकेशन हो सकती है, किसी का जेंडर हो सकता है, किसी का फ़ोन नंबर हो सकता है। दीज आर सम काइंड ऑफ एग्जांपल्स ऑफ द प्रोटेक्टेड एट्रीब्यूट्स, okay। So there is this is the last lecture of the adversarial machine learning। We will be discussing more advanced topics related with adversarial machine learning in our next playlist or in the next videos under this same playlist। Stay tuned to the Max Academy and do subscribe the channel। Thank you।